What is up, folks? This is Ericast, and welcome back to Infinity Minecraft. Alright, so I'm working on setting up the system for the sheep. Alright, so I decided I am going to put it down there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer the power and items through Tesseracts. Alright, so I needed some shiny metal to do that. And as you can see, I've got quite a bit of it right here. And I'm actually going to get a lot more as soon as I decide to actually do so, but I've got Enderium smelting up right now, so. The induction smelter, and actually let's go ahead and just take these out of here, and I'll just toss them in here for the moment, just so I can show you guys. The induction smelter has probably the best way, actually I think it is just flat out the best way to get shiny metal. So if you put ferrous in there with, and this is all weird because I was changing the augments that are up there. I can do it like that and it'll export both of them. Let's do it. Oh, I actually had the right one. There we go. Has the ability to go ahead and put both ferrous and cinnabar in here and get, actually, you know what, let's turn this off. And get 3 ferrous ingots and 1 shiny metal per operation. Now this does take a lot of cinnabar, which you may or may not have. But I would suggest, if you have a hard time getting ferrous, going ahead and saving your ferrous until you can get a bunch of cinnabar. Because otherwise, you have a 10% chance per ferrous ore in the macerator over here, or pulverizer, to get a shiny ingot, or a shiny dust, is actually what you get, pulverized shiny metal. So getting 1 per 100% chance is actually pretty amazing. Even if you go ahead and put these in here, you don't have a 100% chance. I mean, 81% chance, yeah, that's pretty darn good, but it's not 100%. And so if you have 10, you know, just 10 of these guys, or let's just say, yeah, if you have 10 of these guys, you're probably going to get 8. Probably. Not necessarily, but for every 10, you'll usually, if you do enough of them, round out to about 8 per 10. 10 per 10 is a whole lot better. So I would recommend doing it this way because it's just so much better than doing it any other way. Alright, so I'll just drop these in my system, and I've got enough to make the Tesseract that I want. So let's just leave that room for now. Oh, have I lost my power? Yeah, I lost power. Darn. I think I'm probably going to go ahead and upgrade at least my pants, probably nothing else, but I'll probably go ahead and put an octadic capacitor in my pants so that I have a lot more energy, because right now I'm running out constantly, which kind of sucks, but yeah. That is a really good way to get shiny metal, so I would recommend it. So let's go ahead and make our second one. Got plenty of the other materials. I need to fill this up and make the full Tesseract frame, or full Tesseracts, like so. But I need to do that twice, so I'll just leave that like it is for now. And we'll go ahead and charge our pants up, that way we can move a little bit faster. Holy cow, I feel slow now. Alright, so let's go ahead and put these in here. And they fill up pretty quickly. But I'll drop this in here as well and have it working. Now I've got my Tesseract on, so you can see right here we're draining a lot of lava to produce the energy. Yeah, it's only intermittent, but whenever it ticks over, it's, you know, 2560 energy times 2 plus all of these little guys, of course. They're still draining of power though, so we do have full energy at the moment, but it's still, even with all these guys, it's not enough to counteract the drain that that's putting on it. So I've just got it intermittently turned on at the moment. I can turn it off whenever, but or turn it on and off whenever, but yeah. So this should be done. I just wanted a few more materials, especially there's a few materials that I'm running a little bit low on. I don't have a ton of gold, and I need more gold to produce more power. But there's some other power sources that we're going to work on I'm not quite sure which episode, but here in the near future, because we need a reliable source of power that we just don't have at the moment. A lot of power. Not just a little bit, a lot. Alright, so solar is an option, but I don't know that I'm going to go down that path. I'm thinking about playing around with big reactors, which you actually might have seen a little bit in my test world. And I've gone through so many different test worlds. I wanted a clean one for this, so I just made it nice and clean. Not much actually done there that's been tested, but whatever. There's also, how much Yellorium do I have? Alright, I've got a bunch of these as well to make a bunch more Leo. But I don't know that that's going to get me a long way towards where I want. There's a couple other options I'm thinking about, but we'll just have to see. Yeah. Anyway, so we've got Tesseracts, and there's a Spire that I'm just going to go kill because it's already annoying me. Oh, he's not up here? Usually he's up there. Where is he? Is he down? He's probably down here. Yep, ow. There we go. Alright. Usually don't have that happen because I'm usually in proximity of this area, so they just won't spawn, but I went to get sheepies. Alright, so I've used actually a couple different types here just because I had them, so why not? Alright, so we've got a few different types, and I'm going to put them down there. But we've got our reusable safari net. We've got our single-use ones, which I just made a bunch of because they're really cheap. Pretty much the hardest thing to get out of it is slime. And you guys know where I used to live, so slime is not a problem. And we have the Jailer's Safari Net, which creatures don't despawn normally. Nice. And it is reusable, so the nice thing is it also shows not only the health and the type of animal that you have in there, but it shows the color of the wool, which is really cool. I like that. Alright, so we need to make some fences. What kind of fences? That's a good question. I really like these ice fences. I think they're really cool. I think I'm just going to go with glass for the moment, though, because, well, there's issues with fences and glitching mobs. And I'm actually going to make it a lot more complicated later on, but I don't have the materials at the moment. And it's going to take a little while to plan it out, so I'm just going to do these guys. Yeah, that should be fun. Alright, now what else are we going to need? We are going to need to make the Rancher, and it was the Rancher. I was right. So this guy actually is not difficult to make. So we need a couple shears, which should have tipped me off to the fact that, yeah, this is what we need. We need some gears, and they're just 10 gears, so they're not hard to make. Actually, we can put a piece of iron in the middle, and it'll do just fine. A little more expensive that way, but whatever. Alright, so we've got these. We need to make a machine frame, which actually that's going to put me low on the 10. And I should click the other one. Okay. And what else do we need? We need some plastic sheets, which you might have seen a second ago that I actually have a few of. I just clicked that instead of shift clicking it. Alright, we need 2 shears. And we need a plastic pipe. Okay, well that's simple enough. We can make a bunch of these really easily. Alright, so that should make us the Rancher. And we only need one of these. If you really want mushrooms, you can make do the same thing with mushrooms. But I'm just gonna jump down here, and I'll put it. Oh, hello, slimes. Oh yeah, I've got some slime chunks down here too. So if I really need them, I could come get some. But I'm gonna put it right here for now. I'm not really worried about where it is. Actually, that looks really cool from down here. I like that. Gosh, I spent so much time doing this. Like, I think there's some improvements to be made. Hey. But I've already spent so much time on it, and I'm just like, do I want to really spend more time on it? No. Not right now, at least. I've got a lot of cool ideas that I want to do, but later. Alright, so I'll probably run power below it. I wish also that I had made this like 3 or 4 blocks above bedrock and not here. And I really don't want to. See, to do that, I would have to get rid of all of this grass, and then, redo it all over again. And, oh, I forgot about this. Alright, so I'm going to have to go get a different block material, but I'm going to run power underneath, and then I'll run... I might as well just set up the Tesseract here. Why not? There's fine. I'll have this all nice later, but I'm not going to actually set it up to the energy network. I'm going to make a... Oh. Well. I'm going to make a new frequency. So I'll just set it up as 2. That's fine. And I'll set this up to be... What? What do I want it to be? Let's just say farms. Say frequency. So now we've got farms down here. So whenever we want to select this from another area, we'll just do exactly like we did with the energy network. Yeah, go ahead and save it. It's a frequency. Alright, so this is active. There's nothing flowing in or out of it though. As you can see, it says receiving items, fluid, and energy. So I'm not going to need fluids. So let's go ahead and set, I want to send items from here. So let's go to send only. Fluid, I don't need anything from that. And energy, receive only is fine. So we're going to be receiving energy down here and sending items, which is really cool. Alright, so we've got that set up. I don't have any cables either, unfortunately. So I'm going to go ahead and go back up here, and I'll set the rest of this up and show you guys what it's going to look like. Okay, see you in a second. Okay, I decided to go ahead and cut back in here just so I could show you the setup that I'm doing here. Alright, so I've got energy coming in from over here. That's powering our AE system. And it's coming into the side of the Tesseract. So I've also got items going into this guy, which is the one that I've got basically this bag right here attached to. So whenever I want to just toss stuff in here, that's where I put it, and it just sucks it into the AE system. I've also got it set up to the quarry. As you can see, the items cycling through right here. So I'll go ahead and throw whatever I get from my farms down there and into that chest. Sounds good. Alright, so also I need to set up what this does. So I've got item mode to receive only. That's fine. I'm not really worried about that one. Fluids, well, I'll just go ahead and block it because I'm not going to do anything with fluids with it, at least for now. And even then, I'd probably get another Tesseract system set up for those. Energy mode, this is a problem. Alright, so it's at receive only at the moment. I need to send energy. I don't need to receive anything. We shouldn't have any energy coming back this way because there's nothing down there producing energy. So I'll just go ahead and set it up to send only. And the reason that I'm setting it up this way is because it doesn't necessarily need to be set up that way. You can set it to send or receive. But I've run into problems in the past where it's, items have flown, back and forth, and oh crap, it's caused problems that it shouldn't have caused. So it's really a safety measure more than anything else, but it might be necessary. So I would go ahead and do it the way that you're planning on using it. Because if you don't, then you might have some problems. Alright, so we've got everything set up here. We have our flux ducts. We've got our item ducts. Let's go ahead and head down there. I don't think I'm going to need... Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need one of those. No. Let's just see. All right, so power. Power, I'll just do like so. And set it to, actually, I'll just do it like this. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of that one. So this should be powered now. Yep. Okay, we've got 32,000 out of 32,000. Good. But this is actually facing the wrong direction. Well, that's kind of crappy. I should be able to, yeah, change it around this direction. Oh, that's cool. It actually has a little fence right here showing you that's the side of it. But the back of it's right here. So let's go ahead and do an item duct. And I'll just do it like this. I'm just doing a super basic setup right now. It's not going to be clean. It's going to be messy. But you guys will see what's going on. So I'm going to use the Enlightened Clear Glass just because I had it made. I mean, that is totally the reason. And it'll be nice and bright, so, you know, why not? So what is the range on this? That is something I actually do not know. That's a very good question, and I do not know the answer to it. These usually, actually, the MFR stuff have an upgrade slot. This is strange. It has a table right there. Is this like an inventory? I'm not sure. Let's say it has been a long time since I've messed around with MFR. You know what? I'm just going to do it like this because I don't want it to get too far away. And this pin was going to be absolutely huge if I was going to work with the dimensions that I had just set there. So I'll just do it like this. That's big enough. I don't need to worry about it. At least not for the moment. Alright, so we've got our different types. Are these all? Oh, these are just glass. Why are those? Okay, well I had enough. That's the important part. Alright, so Safari Net. Single use. We've got the reusable ones. And that's a single use as well. And we've also got the jailer one. So, as you can see, these are actually eating up the other ones. So it'll be immediately replaced when we use it on our bar, just like any other items. But, oh, we're out of them now. So that's kind of crappy. But with these, you can put them down and shift right click, pick them up. So, oh, actually, you don't even have to shift right click now. You can just right click. So you can do that as many times as you want, which is pretty awesome. And this is already working. As you can see, it's already sheared those several sheep right there. And then we've got that one, which apparently is only single use. I didn't know it was only single use. I thought it was reusable. Oh, apparently not. But this is fine for now. It's not complicated, but it'll work just fine. Alright, so this is an inventory, and since it's an inventory, I am going to have to need one of the things that I said I probably wasn't going to need. Crap. I need to set up also a teleport that just gets me up and down. It's not going to kill me to jump off, but what is that? Just a floating block? Apparently, I don't know. Alright, so we're going to go in here, and I can't for the life of me remember what it's called. So, and I can't remember what the mod is called either. Wow, I feel so silly. I know I have one of them in here. It's probably going to be easier for me just to scan through here real quick. There we go. Servo. There we go. It was called something else in the past, I think. Not sure about that, though. Hardened servo should be fine. All I need to do is extract. Now, I don't think I need to extract from the Tesseract on the other side, but we're going to have to see about that. It might just, like, pop out. Alright, so let's go ahead and put our servo in here. And we'll set it to ignored. And that should, yep, go ahead and take the wool right out of there. And it should also go right through this Tesseract into the other one. And out the other side. Now, I wish I could show you that it ended up there, but either it's going to be up here on the ground or it's actually going to be in our system. Now, I don't know how many white wool was in the system beforehand. Like I said, I wish I could show you guys that it actually does end up there, but I mean, I guess you guys can probably, you know, imagine the fact that it ends up there because, you know, that's long gone. But if I brood some more sheep especially, then I should end up with plenty of wool. I've got a little bit of light gray in here. I've got one black, but I should have more and more white showing up. Now it's going to take a while to get any amount that's going to be helpful, but we've got it going, and eventually we're going to end up having to set up something that limits the amount of wool that we get, because otherwise I'm going to end up with 50,000 wool. And while that's something that I would do, I don't necessarily have the room for it at the moment. Now if I set up a deep storage unit for it or something, then yeah, sure, why not? But I don't know. That may be what we end up doing. Oh, okay. It's if you can barely see the glass outline there you can see it a little bit better. This looked like it was outside the line, outside of the glass for a second there, but yeah. Anyway, so another thing that I would like to finish is, well, at least finish setting up these three that I've got. Now, I need to finish this room. I mean, it's far from being finished. I mean, heck, it's even open up to the outside. I can go outside if I want, or mobs can come in here. That would suck. But, oh, hello. He probably spawned in here. I don't know that he came from, well, he might have come from the outside. I don't know. But for these, I need to set up a couple things, actually. So I can set up the base. Oh, frame drop. I still don't know what's causing that. I really have no idea. And it is so frustrating. And I've got this hooked back up so I can go ahead and access stuff from here. Because if you can't, it's a little bit annoying. Since there's no crafting table over here and you can't reach any of your inventory. Yeah, kind of annoying. So we need to set up a way to collect both the mobs and what comes from them. Alright, so again we're going to use MFR. So MineFact. MineFact is just the easiest way to bring it up because it brings up everything in here and I don't think it does anything else. Conveyor belts are awesome, by the way. I've used these in the past to... Actually, it was kind of a cool system. I mean, I like this system, but it was a lot more efficient in that I had little spawning areas for each of the different mobs that I wanted, of course. I didn't have all the different mobs. That would have been crazy. That was my plan. I just never got around to it. But I had little spawning zones for each of the spawners, and then I had them drop onto the conveyor belts, and then they would fall down this long chute down into an area. Had fall into water, and then they would float along and be carried along by other conveyor belts into a killing area that would kill all of the mobs and then transfer every item and experience. Oh, hey, did I just spoil something? Yeah, so the Mine Factory Reloaded version of the... Where is it? Oh, the sewer. Yeah, I'll probably need to set that up too. But I need tanks for that. Planter, fisher, harvester, rancher, fertilizer, veterinary station, item collector, no. Block breaker, weather controller, sludge boiler, sewer, composter, breeder, grinder. Alright, so this version, actually, and I do have books, but I think I carried them all up to my enchanting room. Invar sword. Or the dark steel one. Probably go with this version. I think I have plenty of Invar. Actually, let me go ahead and check and see if I have any books in here. Because if I do, then I don't need to go up there. No, I don't. Okay. So let's go ahead and head back up here and get some books. Just need two. Oh, do I not? Oh. Oh. I used all my books. That's not cool. I guess I'll just have to make some more. I'm pretty sure I have enough leather. Maybe? Alright, so... Books. I need to make books. Where is it? Alright, where'd you go, Grinder? Oh, there you are. Alright, so I need books. I could do that if I have to. And I only need two, so I'm only going to Oh, actually, I need more than 2, don't I? I've got 3 set up, so I'm going to need 6. So, grinder, I'm trying to look at the front of the block. Is it this one? Not the block grinder. Where'd he go? Oh, there it is. It's like in a different place every time. I'm sure it's not, but it feels that way. Okay, there's 6. Good. I did have enough. Alright, let's toss those in there. Alright, what else do we need? We need Invar swords. Can I do 3 of these? 1, 2, 3. How much Invar do I have? I can make plenty more. Oh, is that all of the Invar that I have? I've got 2 more ingots. Okay, well, I mean, I've got nuggets. I can, make more, but that should be all the Invar I need. Cross your fingers, please. So I need some reception coils. I'm pretty sure I have those. I need 10 gears. So again, I'm just going to use iron. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. What else do I need? I need machine frames. Oh, these take 10. Crap. Do I have any machine frames in here? No. Alright, so I'm going to need some more gears, but that's fine. I just need 3 of these, which means I need 3 more gears. Hey, clicked on the right one. Okay, there's 3. And what else do I need? Should be good, right? 1, 2, 3. Hey, I had enough coils. Nice. I think I have a lot more coils, but I'm not positive on that. Alright, so if I go ahead and put... Thankfully, I can just break the glass like that. Put these guys right here. Oh, you're kidding. See, I don't want to lose these because they're not expensive, but they're not cheap. So I want to keep them. Alright, so we've got these guys. Now, these guys have a nice little interface right here that says, oh, hey, essence. That's what I was talking about earlier. We can get mob essence from killing mobs. How nice. And that's why I'm not actually using the spawner that we've got in this system. It's in here somewhere. But yeah, they have their own spawner. Actually, they have their own chunk loader, which is kind of cool too. It's not as good as the chunk loader that we're using. But, yeah. So these actually... We've got skulls on them. Alright, so that's the... Oh! Okay, well the floor's not there. That startled me a little bit. Okay, so this is telling us that, hey, it's going to kill whatever's in there. Awesome. That's exactly what I want. Alright, so we need to set up items to come out of here, and we're going to have to set up fluids to come out of here. And we're going to have to set up power. Oh, well, I've only got 2 sides open. Well, that's a problem. I guess I can go ahead and just get rid of these top ones anyway. Because, oh, okay, I forgot. What was it over here? And glass. I need a magnet. I don't usually like magnets, but they can be very useful sometimes. Alright, so I need conduit as well. The flux stuff. Flux duct. Used to be called energy conduits. Alright, so I'm going to need to set this up in a way. I'm going to have... Alright. We can do just 2. We'll have energy coming out the top, going down. Alright. I want to set these up to be the same. Oops. And let's just get rid of you. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to need items. Probably should have grabbed the item deck. I don't know that I have much. Yeah, I don't really have much fluid duct, or much in the way of fluid ducts. We only need the temperate ones though, so it's going to be pretty easy to make. Alright, so let's go ahead and do... Oh, you know what? We could make this really simple and so much cleaner. So I think... Oh, is that what I want to do? Yes, it is, but not to the extent that you can do it. So there's actually a way to set it up so that you can actually do the ME system. Did I get everything? Is there one inside? Oh, you know what? I could have just been coming down from the top. Whatever. Whatever. Don't need to worry about it. It's over. I'm going to run energy, though, and I'm going to run fluid ducts. Because the nice thing about Ender IO ducts is that you can actually put them in the same block. So we've got these down here. Oh, you can also do redstone. You can do... Here's the energy ones. I don't need that much energy, so I'm going to make some of the cheaper ones. Maybe not this one. Probably this one. You can do items, which we're going to be doing. You can do fluids, also what we're going to be doing. So I'll have items, energy. No, am I going to do items? You know what? I'll do items as well, and I'll just have them being taken out of each of these and running to a chest that's also the white, blue, white, like we've been doing. So I generally like doing these, but I'm kind of wanting to make it pretty compact. Gosh, I don't know that I want to... I like seeing stuff, which is why I don't usually use the Ender IO. Because I like seeing items flowing through the ducts, but this stuff's all going to be hidden anyway, and we're not really going to see it very often. So I'll go ahead and use the Ender IO. That's fine. Alright, so let's go and take a look at the patterns that we're going to be needing. So we're going to need conduit binders. We're going to need pulsating iron ingots, which are made like this, which actually have a good amount of ender pearls. This is another reason I haven't been doing it, because I don't have that many ender pearls. But I've got enough to set these up for now. So what else are we going to need? We're going to need some conductive iron to make those, or we need some energetic alloys, which we have actually made in the past. That's going to take some gold, but I have enough gold to do these. So that should be fine. I'll go ahead and go straight to these guys. I also need to make fluid conduits, which are made with fused quartz and vibrant alloys, which we've also made, and which are kind of expensive because it takes energetic alloys and ender pearls. So we're going to need to do some crafting. There's no doubt about that. And I've mentioned in the past I wanted to make another one of these, which they take vibrant alloys, so complicated. You know what? For this area, I will go ahead and do it. I was going to say I'm going to set it up really simply, start out, and then I'll do more complicated down the road. But let's go ahead and dive into it. But I'm going to get a few things together, and then we'll go ahead and start on this. That's a little more complicated than I was planning on making it. Uh-oh. Hello, folks. Alright, so I'm going to tack this on at the end of the episode that I just recorded. And I just wanted to clarify something really quick so you guys don't, you know, be sad or anything. So the hard mode of the Infinity Pack can be turned on and off. It affects recipes, and that's it. So the nice thing is I can keep the world that I've got right now and continue with my building and all that kind of stuff, and just switch it on, see if I like it, turn it off if I don't. So we're going to be continuing with the same map, same series. It might just have a different recipe set. So I'm not sure how that's going to affect my third party mods. My mods that aren't in the mod pack. We might have to get rid of some of them, but I'm not really running a lot anymore, especially a lot that has recipes that I think would conflict. Like Minecraft Comes Alive doesn't have a lot of like crafting stuff, right? So, I mean, it's got its own little crafting system that's made where only stuff made in the mod pack is made for the mod pack, right? So, like it has different dyes and stuff that you can, well, they're not dyes, but they kind of look like dyes. Um, different colored, let's just say different colored gels that you can use to combine to make a certain physical item in the world. And then it also, of course, affects how villages are generated and stuff like that. So it doesn't really interact with things except for in a way kind of like Z-Tones does. It just adds new blocks and different decoration stuff. So I'm hoping that doesn't make a problem. They've said in the recently that you won't really be able to use mods that are outside the mod pack, but I don't think that's actually the case. Um, Now, if there was a lot of mod interaction, that'd be another story. But I think the mods that I've added won't be an issue. I think it would have been an issue if I still had TolkienCraft, but we've talked about that. I had to actually take that out because of some mod conflicts. But if you're using very mods that are focused more on building than they are on like machinery and stuff like that and integration, then that would be an issue, but I don't think it's going to be an issue for us. I will test it out, of course, before I film it, but I think that's going to be the case. All right, so that's going to be it. I just wanted to make that clarification for you guys. I don't know how many people are actually going to see the end of the episode because for some reason people don't watch episodes all the way through. But I wanted to go ahead and state that for those of you who do. And yeah, so that's it. Have a good day.